So another example of the interpolate function is to extract trend from a set of data that you have where unfortunately you couldn't gather enough point. So it's sometimes interesting to apply some interpolation. So to have access some data in between points, for example. Really the idea is to transform a file that contains few points into a file that contains a given number of points, could be 1000, 2000, you can then decide this. So for this example, I will load few files here, like let's just take this one, and maybe in this one here, this one, just two examples, and maybe just actually this one here. Okay, so we have here these points that are displayed here, and so you see, for if I plot this column here, I have, I have some points that describes a curve, and we'd like to transform this point into a line that is like interpolate. So we can choose interpolate here, and then choose, let's say 1000 point for this example. We can then choose the algorithm that would be more appropriate. In this case, Bezier is working very well when there is not many points. And then you click just OK, and it creates two curves, you see, in your data. And this curve is a curve that is the closest from all the points that you have, because it's the curve that follows the algorithm Bezier from the Gnimplot software. Once you have these data, you apply this function, you can decide to export those data. So let's just do that. It will be with an extension inter here at the end. And so we can then go and look for them. They are into this folder here, and this folder right here. You see inter here and inter here. And so if you look here now, you have same column as before, plus two columns at the end here that are the two columns that we have just calculated. So if I plot them right now, up, you have those two columns that we just calculated, and you can then play around with them. For example, go into the continuous mode and, I don't know, calculate a derivative, for example, or something like that. Okay, so that would be the idea. So for here the derivative, yeah, okay, it's not working. It's not that it's not working, of course, it's just that the zoom here is not appropriate. So it allows me to show you, that in certain circumstances it can be quite convenient to actually zoom on your data. So you see here I'm gonna be probably having 0 to, let's say, 1, it will be enough. And the data, they are actually right here, you see, up. So that would be a way to go ahead and do some more operation onto sets of data if you happen not to have enough points. Okay, so that's it for this video on the use of interpolate for increasing the number of points in a set of data.